Okay, the semifinals are set at Roland Garros, and Rafael Nadal is through like I thought it would be after that rain delay. So here is how he could potentially lose and not win the tournament, which everyone expects. So let me tell you right now on the slice. Okay, so welcome back to the show, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Watch to the end of this video to figure out how you can win this FILA polo shirt and look fresh. But in the meantime, semifinals time. We got Rafael Nadal versus Juan Martín del Potro and Marco Cecchinato. I've learned how to say it, as the Italian followers of the slice, shout out to the Italian followers, have taught me how to say Cecchinato properly. So I think I'm saying Cecchinato. Marco Cecchinato is playing Dominic Thiem in the other semifinal. Both huge matches for different reasons. So the main point, I'm going to do a preview breakdown of both matches in this, but I'm also going to tell you firstly why I think, or how I think Rafael Nadal could lose, because obviously he's the favorite. Everyone expects him to win this, but he does have some tough competition in Del Potro and then probably Thiem, spoiler alert for who my pick is, to win the bottom half. And he showed us some things in the quarterfinal against Schwartzman that could really derail his path here, I think. So we're gonna get into those. First, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, then you won't miss out on anything, and you'll be a smarter tennis fan and more hilarious. So thanks for subscribing. So the number one thing that Rafael Nadal can do to put himself in a losing position is to play defensive like he did in the first set against Schwartzman. He said it in the post-match interview that he came out and he just didn't play offensive. He said open the court with his backhand, which is something that he uses to set up his forehand. Didn't do it, played too far behind the baseline, and just played too defensive. Schwartzman was obviously kind of doing that to him, making him play that way in the way that he was hitting his forehand, just ripping winners. And as we've seen in the past, that is the way to beat Nadal on clay. So if Nadal's going to lose, it's going to be because Del Potro, who obviously can hit big, is just pounding his forehand and backhand and making Nadal play too defensive, not letting him get up and hitting his forehand. Because if you know anything, Nadal's not just a defensive specialist on clay. He's an offensive specialist as well. He's an everything specialist. He's the ultimate clay player, but he wins matches by powering through players, hitting winners, and grinding people down into dust. And then they just match in with the clay, just like dirt-ready clay. So yeah, that's there's the number one thing that he would, if he plays too defensive, I think that he can get beat by Del Potro. If Del Potro plays big, plays like he's going to want to play, which is just smacking his forehand flat and hard. And his angles that Del Potro was using in the Cilic match were just crazy. Like the way that he was hitting his forehand low over the net, like inside in, inside out, just really dictating with his forehand. That's going to be a big key for him against Nadal. So that's a way that Del Potro can be able to use that, is if Nadal plays too defensive. Another thing Nadal has to do is protect his serve better. He got broken by Diego Schwartzman, I think 6 times in the first set and a half. That's way too much. And it's going to be harder to break Del Potro because Del Potro has a much bigger serve and second shot than Diego Schwartzman did, obviously, because Schwartzman is almost a foot shorter than Del Potro. So it's a whole foot difference, which is crazy. So Nadal has to do a better job at defending his serve and just attacking with it. I think he got a pretty high percentage of first serves in, but they just weren't really doing much. And he was playing defensive off of it, not really attacking. So he needs to do that better as well. But I think Nadal should walk or beat Del Potro. It's going to be a tough match, but he's still the favorite. Obviously, I'm not calling for an upset, but these are the things that I think if he does, he could probably lose. So Del Potro versus Nadal, I'm picking Nadal to win, but if he doesn't play his best, Del Potro could easily win as well because he's looking good. He's moving good. He says he was thankful that he played because we didn't even know if he would play. He was a big question mark before the tournament, and now he's played, and he's in the semifinals. So that's amazing. So big match. I think that one's happening probably tomorrow, I guess, or maybe the next day. I'm not sure, but I'll be watching. And then in the bottom half, we got Marco Cecchinato, the Italian superstar now, against Dominic Thiem, the once heralded Prince of Clay, who his throne's kind of questionable now. But after destroying Alexander Zverev in the quarterfinals, maybe he's taking it back. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But this match is going to – I'm not even going to give real tactics for this because Thiem should win this match. He's a better player, but it's going to be a huge mental match for him because he's going to know that he should win this, and it's his chance to get to the final where he just has to win one match to win the French Open and really become a big-time player, of course. And he's going to be the only young guy to win if he wins this tournament to win a Grand Slam. The only other players are Cilic, Del Potro, yeah, outside of Murray, Wawrinka, Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, this would be a huge deal for him. So he's going to see this as a massive opportunity, and he might overlook Cecchinato, and that could be a problem. So he's just going to have to play his best in the big moments, not get down if he loses his set, not get down if he's playing bad for 4 or 5 games in a row. He's got to stay focused and just keep doing what he needs to do. Because if he does what he can to win, he will win. And I think that he'll break down Cecchinato. He's going to hit bigger than Djokovic did, and he's going to play better. He's playing really well right now. And ideally, if he can get through this match in 3 sets, then he can be really fresh for the final against Nadal. And then anything can happen. It's time to shine, and this is where the money gets made. So big match for Thiem in his career right here against Marco Cecchinato. I'm calling for a Thiem victory in 3 or 4 sets, but never count out Marco Cecchinato because you can never count out the heart of an underdog, and he's definitely an underdog. But now, from now on, he's going to be a household name, especially in Italy, but everywhere that follows tennis. Marco Cecchinato is here to stay. If you haven't watched the last video that I made about him, who is Marco Cecchinato, where I pronounce his name wrong the entire time, I'll put something up here. But check it out. So that's the semifinal matchups. I got Nadal coming through and Thiem coming through to a blockbuster final where anything could happen because Thiem's already beat Nadal on clay once this year. Obviously, Nadal's still the strong favorite. But that is the slices breakdown at the semifinals at Roland Garros, which has been an unreal tournament so far. And yeah, it's just been great tennis. And there's going to be more to come. So stay tuned to the slice. Oh yeah, if you want to win the shirt, all you got to do is go to @theslicetennis on Instagram, follow us, like the picture, and then comment 3 friends in the comment section. And this can get mailed straight from me to you. Okay, folks, thanks for watching The Slice. Head to theslicetennis.com. We have a new article coming out today on Marco Cecchinato, his run. And we got, lots of other articles that are on there and changing the world. So if you want to become a smarter tennis fan, get to the site.